Margaret's type of mind. If you let this out, then you don't have something over on someone. So she's holding on to this. Now, I can't imagine how Melissa feels, but I did find out that when this all went down, I heard Melissa was having panic attacks. I heard she was doing some kind of thing where she had to say certain, like maybe one of those commercials, I don't know what it was, where basically almost had to go to the hospital or the doctor. She couldn't concentrate. She couldn't think. She was having panic attacks, a nervous wreck. So this is what, if this is all true, if it's all true, this is what Melissa's living with. Melissa knows that Margaret has the texts. Melissa knows that this can blow up at any given time. And she also knows that little Tom, the little PR, is the one who ratted her out, and he's still working for her. She is, oh my God. I mean, if this is all true, wow. Just wow. Wow. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
You know how you and I live. If I were Melissa, you could have saved yourself 3, 5, however many years this is. You stand up, you fire this PR shit, you end whatever friendships it is, and you say, hello world, I cheated. I cheated.
Well,
I did it.
Not when you're married to a guy like Joe. I'm not going to listen. I can't say some other stuff that I know because it's pretty ugly. But I can tell you that the situation when this first came out and the panic attacks and all that, it got ugly in that household. So you've all seen the way Joe behaves with women, the way he calls them dirty bitches and how he put his fist up to me. If that's what he does in public, I can't imagine what goes on behind closed doors. Now, I've never seen it and I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm not. But I can only imagine if he thought Melissa cheated. It wouldn't, David, it wouldn't be as easy as you think, not with somebody like him. No.
Do you think that Joe knows? I mean, does he know that she cheated? Does he know? Just curious what you think.
You know, that's, I guess, the big question. Deep down, I can tell you from someone who's going to be a life coach and have been through a lot, I don't care who you are. Most women have better intuition than men. I'm going to just say that. But deep down, for him to make that call to that hairdresser or makeup artist to find out, deep down, he has to have some kind of inkling that something's up, but maybe his ego won't allow him to believe it. And also, I think Melissa's very good at what she does. She's very good at manipulating. She's very good at denying it. She's good. You know, she's good. Again, this is all alleged. I didn't see it with my own eyes. I'm just telling you from a major source that this is pretty credible.
It seems to be a source you believe, and it's someone that's at least close, like knows these people in the world.
Yes. Yes.
Look, knowing these people, just knowing who they, I mean, listen, I don't need to be right. I'm happy to be wrong every week here. It's not about me. I don't want any harm, but I know when I know. And I told you from the beginning how this all happened because I know who's out at night, where they are. It's exactly how we said. I'm sorry. I said it happened. Then I said it didn't. And then I said it. I mean, it's based on what you're telling me specifically. Yeah. I mean, this happened. It's that simple. Now, I don't understand how you're right. It's just what a mess. And mind you, how, I mean, you can't be mad at it. This isn't me being friends with Margaret and protecting her. I don't know how you cannot start by being mad at the person, this PR person. This is the same PR person that now is in the middle of this scuffle with Jennifer Aiden.
Yeah, he stuck his nose where it didn't belong. A PR person should be in the background, making their clients look great.
That's the job description.
That's the job description. And he's there yelling and screaming at Jen Aiden. A woman like that's messed up. I don't know who this little boy is. You know, I don't know who he is, but I got to tell you, you know, it's so inappropriate. All these things are so inappropriate. So, I mean, I didn't see what he did with Melissa, but we saw with our own eyes what he did with Melissa and Joe against Jen Aiden. he shouldn't be involved in these fights. He should say he's the one who should have calmed Joe and Melissa down and told them don't do it in the first place.
That's the
I don't
job
know.
description. I mean,
That's
look,
the job description.
right? I mean, like, look, if you think about it, yes. I mean, but Melissa and Jennifer Aiden, love, hate, they are colleagues. If someone is your PR, I mean, I have people on my payroll that work for me.
Yeah.
PR and
I
all
had
this.
one PR. I'll never have another one again. You have no idea what she did to me. I mean, that'll be in my book. But go ahead. It was just unbelievable how they can backstab you. I don't trust anyone to be my PR.
And most of them, like all my little press, all the press I get, guess what? I have a PR agency.
You do it yourself.
Up my asshole over here because I do it all myself. But right, like the bottom line is you are still on someone's payroll, and Jennifer Aiden and Melissa, love or hate, they are colleagues. So
correct.
If you were on my staff, and even if someone was my enemy, I don't know, like that's not your place. Like this is you escalating the
you
situation.
should have been there calming them down, saying this is not good. Like, Joe, you really shouldn't be calling women dirty bitches. Like, relax. You know what I mean? It's not a good thing to do. So, I'm trying to think, was there anything else, David, that I'm forgetting? I'm telling you why this happened. So Margaret, basically, I'm told that she's really trying to get both of them off the show, Teresa and Melissa. That's not going to happen. Teresa's not going anywhere. But I think Melissa and Joe are in jeopardy. We both think that. I really do. I just, I just don't know how it's going to work out.
I
don't
really
know how
do.
it's going to work out.
I mean, look, the bottom line is you and I are team nobody. So everyone's going to, but Teresa is not Teresa. Like, we have to know Teresa will never go anywhere. And we have lost Vicky Gumbelson. We might be losing Lisa Rinna. We have lost major. We lost Lisa Vanderpump. It's not uncommon. Like I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I really think
they got another season. They'll get another season. There's no question about that. But where the show goes after that, I don't know. Teresa's adamant. She's not gonna cave. She's adamant.
She's done. No, she's done. And look, we're not playing a violin here and praising Teresa, but in this situation, for her to say, look, I kept my mouth shut all these years about this thing with Joe in the house.
Well, she did it for her own sake too, David. I told you she needed them.
She's embarrassed. Yes.
She needed them. She needed them to film. She used them. Like Melissa and Joe used Kathy and Richie. They threw Kathy and Richie away like a stale crust of bread. The minute they didn't need them. And guess what? Karma is karma. I feel bad. Karma's karma. But look what Teresa did. The minute she met Luis Rojas, done. Now she could sit back and say, oh, I've been holding this in. You've been holding it in for your own sake, Teresa.
You know who wins? Do you know who wins in this situation? Because it's like, I guess that's
I know who you're going to say.
Kathy Wakili.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you leave the show, Kat, like, these, what for? Could you imagine if you were Melissa having someone on your payroll that knows a deep, dark secret about you?
Yep.